I'm going to try not to get too Food Networky about it.
Please
But,
about it.
Yeah, Food Networky about it?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Hey,
if you don't have pure Bulgarian rose petals, store-bought is fine. But yeah, basically just, I thought this is like a fun thing to do and talk about. I really like making at-home skin and body care and hair care recipes, just because I feel like kind of skincare and self-care as fields can be kind of exclusive and kind of like expensive at times. And I think that there doesn't need to be any gatekeeping, and you can really do like methods to relax yourself and make something with your own two hands that are still effective and still fun. Just with things you already have at home. Like you don't have to go and buy like $200 serum to have a good time and like a nice night in. You can just use like lemon juice and oatmeal. And on that note of oatmeal, also I'm wearing my skincare headband in preparation because I'm actually going to do these afterwards. But the first one I have is an oatmeal and yogurt face mask. So if you're following along, oatmeal, yogurt, and honey are our key features. So
delicious.
I'm going to be talking about like ingredients just because I like a certain consistency that I found works for me. Or measurements. But you can really just do it by eye until you're like, that'll stick on my face, that'll work. Like as long as it's not like sliding off, you're probably good. Right. So let me just tilt down a touch. So I have my 1 tablespoon of oatmeal. I'm very prepped. I've been prepping all day.
I love that. Thank you for being so prepared.
Yes. So I have my 1 tablespoon of oatmeal.
Right.
And an equal amount of yogurt or dairy-free alternative if that's your shtick.
Here's my dairy-free alternative, everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was dairy-free yogurt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to have exactly the same properties, but it's going to do the job because most of them are still probiotic.
Yeah.
And that's the point.
And
then you're also going to want some honey if that's part of your diet. If not, you can just make the mask with the other 2 ingredients. But honey is a pretty superstar skincare ingredient. So if it is a part of your diet / lifestyle, I do recommend.
I have a question about that for you, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't usually eat honey because I'm vegan, and you know that some vegans eat it and some don't. But I have agave. Do you think it will do similar things, or do you think it's better to just leave it out?
I would, in this case, leave it out. It depends on what you're using it for. In terms of on the face, most people are kind of put off by the idea of putting sugar straight on your face, especially because this mask can sometimes be a little bit anti-acne property. But it's not so much the sugar that's the active ingredient as it is like the unique properties of honey. So in this case, I would just do an oatmeal yogurt mask and chill out. But yeah, I'm sure there are other ways that you could add ingredients that do the properties of honey, but they won't be like agave or golden syrup or something like that. They'll be like tea tree is also antibacterial, so that will be your honey supplement, but it won't make the same texture. So honey is pretty unique, so that will be like a different thing. I wanted to make it as inclusive as possible, so you can do it without the honey.
Cool.
But basically, if you have non-sensitive skin, I have super sensitive skin, so I'm not doing this. But if you don't have sensitive skin in the future, like maybe not now, you can grind the oatmeal, like just like by hand, like in a bag with a rolling pin, or with a food processor or a blender or something, and make it into a fine powder. And then it will be a little more scrubby, and you can use it as an exfoliating factor. I am not doing that, so I'm just gonna put my yogurt and my oatmeal together, and I'm gonna add a little bit of honey. If you want to, when you're adding honey, you can run your spoon under hot water, and that will make it easier to mix everything up so the honey doesn't like clump to the spoon. But you basically just mix it up until it looks like breakfast, and then you put it on your face for like, this is like the texture, just like a paste. You just put it on your face for like 10 or 15 minutes, just hang out there. Because it's kind of clumpy, you might want to like lean back for a while, like put in your headphones, listen to a podcast, hang out. We're all into podcasts, right?
Yes.
And just like, yeah, hang out. And now I'm just going to talk about the individual ingredients for a minute and why they're so good and why you should use them. So oatmeal as a skincare ingredient can be super exfoliating, especially if you really scrub it in or if you grind it into that fine powder. It has anti-inflammatory properties, so it's calming. Like a lot of like calming skincare products that you'll buy at the store will have oatmeal in them. And it can be anti-acne because it soaks up excess oil. Like if you think about making hot cereal, it's super absorbent, so that's what it does to the oil on your face as well. The yogurt, no matter if it's dairy-free or not, is I think dairy-free yogurt also applies to this. But there's gentle acids in there, so it's very lightly exfoliating, but safe enough for sensitive skin. It's also calming because of those probiotic properties, and it's a very mild astringent, so it helps tighten your pores. But again, I have sensitive skin, so I can't use things like tea tree or witch hazel or willow bark that like are super pore tightening things, so yogurt is like a very gentle way to do that. And then honey, if it's a part of your diet, is a super awesome skincare ingredient because it's a natural humectant. It draws moisture naturally from the air to your skin.
Ooh.
So if you have dry skin, honey is awesome for you. It's antibacterial. Naturally, if you don't microwave it, don't microwave honey if you're using it as a skincare ingredient. You will pasteurize it and then you get rid of all the good stuff. So it's good for acne. You can use it as a mask. If you just leave it on your skin, you can use it as a spot treatment. You can use it as a cleanser, like just put honey straight on your face and wash it off. It's pretty magical.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really great for acne-prone skin, dry skin, really any skin type can benefit from honey, even though it can seem counterintuitive to put sugar on your face. So if honey is part of your lifestyle, go for it. I highly recommend. And the next mask actually features honey as a main ingredient as well, because it's so cool. So one of us will not be following along, but it's still a good time. For those of you that like are into honey, try this one. Also, I do not recommend this one for sensitive skin because it features cinnamon and it can be super irritating. So if you have sensitive skin, don't do this. But if you don't have sensitive skin and you eat honey, this is a pretty great one for acne. I've got a teaspoon of cinnamon in my little prepped cup, and I have 2 tablespoons of honey, and you just mix it into a paste and put it on your face.
Wow.
And if you do have sensitive skin on your face, but maybe not on like your décolleté or something, you can do it as like some like people get acne like all over. You get acne on your back, you get acne on your chest. Like it happens. We're gonna talk about it. So you can use it like on your décolleté. And I've also used this as a scrub because it can be a little bit scrubby. So I've used it like on my hands before as a hand mask.
Ooh.
But yeah, so like we've already talked about how awesome honey is. But cinnamon can be irritating if you leave it on too long, but magical if you don't. So this one I would just put for like 5 or 10 minutes. Because cinnamon is anti-acne, promotes blood flow to the skin, so it can give you that nice flush and help with like lymph and blood flow, which is really awesome.
Wow.
Do you two have any questions while we're at it? I know I talk really fast, so.
Could you say the measurements for this mask, the honey and cinnamon mask again?
Yeah, I can also send it in the chat. I have the recipes ready, so I'm gonna send those.
Awesome.
Is it not letting me because it's too long? Okay, I'll do them individually. So there is the oatmeal mask in the chat. And then here is the cinnamon honey mask in the chat. And I'll just do the next 2 so they're there. But yeah, so
awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, basically, honey is an awesome ingredient. If you don't do honey, you can do tea tree for antibacterial stuff. That's like a natural antibacterial thing. Honey is basically something you can put on like your whole body though. Like you can do it on your like body skin, on your face, on your hair. Like it's just gonna work wonders everywhere.
That's crazy.
It's pretty cool. Like it's pretty magical.
That's awesome.
The cinnamon, yeah, is also really good. Also like body mind and soul everywhere if you have it. Just not on your face. If you're at all sensitive, don't do it. Don't try it. I got really burned. But the next one is a body care recipe.
Yeah.
So it's a lemon sugar body scrub. So it smells really good and it feels awesome. And it's nice.
I'm so excited.
Get like some exfoliating in. It's really fun. And this one's vegan.
Yeah.
So it's exfoliating, brightening, and hydrating, which is really fun. It's like a 3-in-1. I have 1 3/4 cup sugar in my awesome Tupperware that I love.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
My favorite Tupperware. I have white sugar, but you can use like brown sugar or any kind as long as it's scrubby. So like don't use powdered sugar, but if you have like coconut sugar or any sugar. Yeah, perfect. So 1 3/4 cup. And again, this is just to get the consistency that I found works, but you can really do anything as long as it's like involving the ingredients at all. Don't do like 3 cups of olive oil and like a teaspoon of sugar, but like it's kind of up to you what you want. And then 1/4 cup of lemon juice, which is about 3 juiced lemons if you don't just buy lemon juice like I do. I like to put it into cocktails, so I like to save myself the effort of juicing a lemon and then getting a seed because I hate lemon seeds.
Yes.
They're really annoying. And then a 1/2 cup of olive oil, or really, you can look up like any kind of carrier oil and what it will do for the skin. Jojoba oil is also great, but I feel like olive oil is more common to be lying around than jojoba. The nice thing about that one is that it's the most, jojoba is the most similar to your body's natural oil, so the body's really willing to accept it and like its hydrating properties. But olive oil also works great, and you probably have that one lying around more likely than you have like a whole 1/2 cup of jojoba oil just hanging around waiting to be used. So you basically mix them. Yeah.
So I have a carrier oil, but I don't know if it would work for this. I have grapeseed oil that an esthetician on Twitter told me to get one time, so I have it. But I don't know. Okay. All right, cool.
I think that's fine. Yeah, as long as like it's safe to use on the body.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. So most of these are just mixing. So like before, you just mix your ingredients. I'm putting my sugar in first, and then my lemon juice, and then my olive oil because the olive oil likes to incorporate the least, so I put it in last.
Okay.
And then you just mix it until it forms a paste. And I love the smell of lemon, so this is like my favorite thing ever. But just mix it all around. You can mix it with your hands too if you want to get like really into it, but I'm not going to this second just so I can keep hanging out and not like desperately want to wash my hands and get the oil off.
Right.
But yeah. Basically what I do with this is I get in the shower and I just bring it in with me, and I like stand in the tub and I just scrub my whole body down with it. I don't do my face. Again, if you have non-sensitive skin, you probably can, but olive oil might be a little heavy for the face, so then you might want more of a grapeseed or a jojoba. A note that I had to learn the hard way is that the oil, whatever oil you use, will leave the bottom of the shower very slick. So before you stand up or decide to shower or leave it for your housemates to find out, run some soap down it, because the soap will break down the oil, and then like run the shower over it to kind of wash all the oil down the drain. Yeah. So, and like your shower drain can handle the oil and the sugar and everything, because the sugar will dissolve in the hot water. So it's not going to clog your drain or anything, because like body products are made with oils, so you don't have to worry about that. But this is a really awesome scrub. Also, for anyone that like shaves any part of their body, this is a great to use before you shave.
Nice.
Yeah. It's also just nice. It just feels good. I do recommend like using body wash after, so you don't just like have a coating of oil all over you, but it's nice to use like before you shower as like a nice little treat.
Nice. So I'm putting all of mine in the fridge. Is that the right way to store them until I want to use them?
I'd say for the first two, sure. And then for the last one, I like pretty much only do these right before I use them. Like I'm gonna use these today.
Okay.
I'm not sure how long they keep. I think if you put like the oatmeal and yogurt one in the fridge, that'll be fine. The cinnamon honey one could probably stay out because both those ingredients are shelf safe.
Mhm.
And then because of the lemon juice, I would say try to use the body scrub quickly.
Okay. All right, cool.
You can keep it for a while, like especially if you cover it, that should be fine.
All right. Nice.
Okay. And then I talk really fast, so this is happening faster than I thought it would. But the last one is really simple. It's just I have a sachet with 3 tea bags in it because I like my bath soak to be really strong. But this is for a tea and oatmeal bath soak. So you just take a little bit of oatmeal, just like I do a couple spoonfuls, like as natural as will fit in your sachet, or you can just take fabric and string and make one. I like to do it in a little bag like this because then it's not going to go down my shower drain because these ingredients are bigger and will go down your shower drain. And also loose leaf tea, this will kind of keep it from going down the drain if you put it in a sachet. Like you could just throw tea bags in your bath, like because they're gonna hang out and not be weird and spread out. But
and then drink it after, right?
I basically,
body tea.
You will become the tea. Become the tea.
You're gonna stop.
Delicious.
Exactly. Well, just isn't a bath just human soup?
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
I make some delicious soup. This recording. Oh my goodness.
Oh, drink bath water, but
It's
you can
fine.
make a
Drink your
you can
bath
match
water.
bath water if you want to be fun with it. You could make matching tea for your bath. But I have a nighttime tea that I never drink because I don't remember to drink tea at night. So they've been hanging on my shelf forever. So I'm finally going to use them up with this, which is great. And it has lavender and chamomile and rose and licorice root and all the ingredients that I love in skin and body care anyway. So I thought this was perfect for a bath soap. And then I like to funnel the oatmeal in rather than spoon it because it can get a little messy if you're trying to hold the sachet open, but it totally works if you're patient. I'm just not. So I just funnel in the oatmeal, kind of shake it to get it to go down the pipe of the funnel. It's making a little jingling sound. How nice. It's cheering for us.
How pleasant.
I love that.
And then I just pull it and then I knot the sachet onto itself so nothing will come out.
Nice, yeah.
And then you've got a little bath soak.
Wow.
Lush, which is they good. But
That's really
yeah. I love Lush. I'm a huge fan, but also they're expensive and this is cheap. So and you get to pick your tea. So yeah.
I love choice.
Yes.
We love options. We love variety. Diversity, if you will.
All right.
Yeah.
I did not make that one because
on skincare. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
You just one tea bag?
You
just using one tea bag, you said?
Oh no, I didn't make that one because I don't have a bathtub. So I realized I cannot use it.
Okay, what you do is you hold it against you and you just go like
Big brain.
Oh, you can use it as a foot soak, actually.
Oh.
You can use it as a foot soak. You can like put like I don't know if you have like anything, like any kind of container that you could fit hot water and your feet. And then you can just put the tea bag in to like soak your feet, especially if you have like you're trying to break in new shoes and you have blisters. You can use green tea and it's anti-inflammatory and it helps blisters go down really fast. So you can use this as a foot soak if you don't have an entire bathtub to take a whole body bath.
Wow, you got all the answers here.
Right? I tried. I never thought I would say that skincare was a hobby, but skincare is a hobby for me. It's a good time. I'm a big fan. This is basically my TED Talk. Is just, you don't have to spend money on skincare. Just use things you have at home. Please. It's so fun.
Yes, so good.
But yeah, and also, like, if you have things in your pantry that you're like, could I use this as skincare? Just Google ingredient skincare recipe, and then you can make that if it works for your skin, and you can just hang out. Like, there's so many things. You can use like avocados, you can use bananas, you can use turmeric. Like, there's so many DIY at-home skincare things, because like historically people have made skincare out of things they just had around.
Right.
Like,
right.
people just make pastes out of their spices and water and put it on their face and hang out, and then they have beautiful skin. And that's how like historical people did it. And people currently today who don't like want to buy their own skincare or don't have access to buying their own skincare. So it's a total option.
It really is. Such a good option too. Wow. Well, thank you so much for teaching us today. Everybody in the audience, Alex, say thank you, Jazzy.
Thank you, Jazzy.
Thank you. All right. Let me stop.
Thank you for